Everyone who mentioned in the comments to come to Siargao, thank you. Warnings, crocodiles. I'm here at Cloud 9, a lot of thunder. It's very relaxing and there's just nobody else around. Miles of trees, what a place. This is part 1 of my trip to the island of Siargao in the Philippines. Here I explore the beautiful green land, amazing beaches, and hidden gems of the island. My journey started on a quick flight from Cebu. Welcome to very hot and sunny Siargao Island. This is a very beautiful island in the Philippines, and I'm starting my trip in General Luna, which is probably the most touristy part of the island. It's certainly got the most cafes and hotels, hostels, and this road that I'm on in General Luna is actually called Tourism Road, so I think they know what they're doing around here. And one of the main reasons why people stay in General Luna in Siargao Island is because of the internet access. Apparently in part of the island there's just no internet, and that's why I'm here mainly. This area is just filled with people on motorbikes, especially tourists, foreigners. It's the area of the Philippines where I've seen the most foreigners so far out of anywhere. It took me by surprise a little bit, to be honest, because even though obviously Philippines does get a lot of tourism, it's always a little bit more sparse compared to other Southeast Asian countries. But here there's a lot of tourists. There's different reasons why this island is so popular. One, it's obviously absolutely beautiful. Just coming from the airport here to General Luna, just miles of trees and greenery. But the other reason is it's meant to be a surfing paradise. So now I'm walking from General Luna to a place called Cloud 9, which is meant to be the best place for surfing on the island. Now I've never surfed in my life, so I'm not sure if I'll give that a go or not, but I want to just see it and be around it because you're meant to get some big waves. So, we'll see. Seen a lot of surfboards on the back of motorbikes, but it's definitely feeling like a young person island at the moment. Everybody seems to be in their 20s or 30s. I'm here at Cloud 9. I believe normally you can walk across that little wooden baywalk behind me, but I think there's a competition ongoing, so you're not allowed in there at the moment. But the beach is nice. I think it's not really about relaxing here, I think it's mainly about the water. So you have to pay 100 pesos just to get into this whole area. The waves look pretty big, but I'm not really a surfing expert, so I wouldn't really know what's big and what's not in terms of surfing. It's actually surprisingly quiet around here. I thought it'd be really busy. I saw a few people walking on the boardwalk who were in a competition apparently, but I mean, yeah. I wanted a little walk on it, so I don't think it's the end of the world if I'm on here as well. But you see the waves behind me, some of them are pretty big. Like I said, I'm not a surfing expert, so I don't really know the difference between a good wave and just a big wave. Yeah, it's a lot quieter than I was expecting here actually, because you see so many people with surfboards on the backs of bikes on the way here. But there's a decent crowd of people and you can get an instructor to help you if you can't surf like me. But yeah, it's just nice being around here. Some people are relaxing on the beach, but it's not the absolute best beach in the world. I think there's some more throughout Siargao, which I'll try and get to and yeah, have a little relax on those beaches. But yeah, definitely by this bit over here, that section by the hut is where there's bigger waves. So I think that's why it's closed off. I guess it means it's closed off for people who are surfing to go down to that section because you've got to be adept at it or a professional, I'm not sure. And that's why the sort of regular people are back down on the other side with the instructors. Heading off the the boardwalk now, just walking across it, and I'm going to find myself a trike or hamel and head into the heart of the island, right through the middle, because I know you can look at some great views there. After leaving Cloud 9, I hopped in a tuk-tuk trike and made my way through the centre of the island. I got to one of the most beautiful views in Siargao, the Coconut Plantation Viewpoint. After relaxing here and taking in the view, I headed to the Magpupungko River. This little area is called Magpupungko, and you can go down the river in a little raft or a kayak, or you can just walk through all these trees, which is pretty cool. To get into this area, it's only 30 pesos, which is absolutely nothing. And obviously pay more if you want to go on the river in the boats. And the rain has started. It's been a bit on and off for the last half an hour, but now it's starting to come down, and I've not got my umbrella. I've done so well previous trips, but I've messed it up. I've always wanted to see crocodiles in the wild, and here in Siargao, it's possible to see Philippine crocodiles, so I headed to the Paghungawan marsh. Here is where they have lots of Filipino crocodiles. Even when you're driving up to this section, there's lots of crossing warnings of crocodiles crossing at those parts. So I'm just trying to see if I can see anything, but as with most crocodile habitats, it's all very murky water, so I can't see anything yet. Unfortunately, I didn't see any crocodiles. I was very disappointed. So apparently they introduced them crocodiles back into the area just because, like in many parts of the world with animals these days, they're no longer where they once were, but they were reintroduced. I saw movement in the water, like mud from the bottom of the river comes to the surface in a big pool. So you knew something was on the bottom, but because it's so muddy you can't see anything. Likewise, I saw the ripples of water, but just no crocodiles. It's unfortunate. That's been one of my weird life goals, to try and see a crocodile or alligator or crocodilian, anything like that in the wild. I've always wanted to see. There's a big crash of thunder then. One part behind me looked really nice, but then the other way, that's where the thunder's coming from. Yeah, not good. Right now I'm on Magpupungko Beach, and this is where they have tidal pools. There's a lot of people behind me wading through the water to get to the tidal pools, which I think sort of defeats the object, because the idea of them is when the tide gets a bit lower, the tidal pools remain. The tide's still right here. So I'm not going to wade through the water to get there because it's busy with a lot of people, for one, and you're walking through the water to jump into a different pool of water. So I think it sort of misses the idea. Some little dogs behind me. Yeah, again, this is a nice beach. Like I said before with the Cloud 9 area, you don't come to Siargao necessarily just for the beaches. There's a lot more to it. The beauty of the island itself and the amazing things in the water, which I can't wait to see. Yeah, hopefully when I do it, the rain stays off. It's not too bad now, it's just a little bit on and off, but again, lots of thunder, and you can feel it in the air that at any point it could just explode. So hopefully we'll stick with this blue side. That's better. And I'd say as well, this part of the island, there's a lot less tourists, a lot less foreigners up on this end compared to General Luna, which is what I expected. As I said before, General Luna, it's the main tourist place because it's got everything you need. It's got a lot more shops, cafes, restaurants, and again, the Wi-Fi is a lot better, which, you know, people might laugh at that, but it's obviously important. Important for me. Oh, that was lightning. Yeah, that was lightning, definitely. And I think the rain is coming in from that direction. You can see it over there. Yeah. I might have to make a move because, again, I've got no umbrella. Ooh, that's a loud bit of thunder. Yep, very loud. Again, it's where I love these tropical countries because you get the array of weather. It's fun. You don't want just boring, you know, it's just rainy or it's just sunny. Let's mix it up. I'm planning on going to a beach either tomorrow or the day after, which is meant to be more of a white sanded beach. So after the land tour I'm doing at the moment, I'm going to explore the water, the nearby islands, and then I can have a little relax. I always remember when I was in Koh Samui in Thailand, I was lying on the beach and it was glorious weather, really sunny. But in the distance there was a big black cloud and suddenly a local guy around me got up from his towel, started moving and said to me, "You're going to want to move very soon because that's about 25 to 30 seconds away." I was like, "Oh, okay." And he was right. So I feel like now I'm the more experienced one. Well, I'm more experienced now and I know that behind me, that is not far away. So I'm going to do the sensible thing and make a move. See these people sit on the beach now, they don't know. They're not experienced. No, they're moving now. They are experienced. A lot more lightning, a lot of thunder. Heading back now to get a tuk-tuk trike before it explodes even worse. Wish me luck. As the rain drew in, I headed back to General Luna for some food, and I got a classic Filipino dish of pancit canton guisado, noodles with prawns and pork, with vegetables stir-fried together. The next day, I headed to one of the best beaches on the island, Pacifico Beach. At the beautiful Pacifico Beach here on Siargao Island. This is another beach where it's a bit of a surfer's paradise. So when you look quite far out, there's some good waves. So if you're a surfer and you've been to Cloud 9 quite a few times, Pacifico Beach is also a place where you can enjoy some waves. But on top of that, it's also just a beautiful beach. It's probably the best actual beach I've been to on Siargao Island. It's still a little bit shelly, but not too bad, not compared to a lot of the other ones I've been to. But when you look into the sea, there's big rocks, huge rocks, so it's not really the best in terms of clean sand walking into the sea. But that's only on my first look right now. As I get further down, it might be different. So I'm going to have a little explore now, but again, the weather is just amazing. It's probably the best day I've had in terms of weather in Siargao so far. It's almost completely blue sky, very, very hot. Yeah, even on my motorbike journey to this beach, it's probably the best the island has looked. Like, it's the greenest, the greens. Blue sky, everything looked really good. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. I'm off for a little explore. A bit of a workout, walking in the sand. It's so soft, your feet just sink like 4 or 5 inches into it. So yeah, it's like walking through snow. I'm at one end of Pacifico Beach now where you can't really walk much further because there's huge cliffs. But again, even down here, it's beautiful. As I walked along the beautiful sand, I saw a few little residents making their way in their lives. Pacifico Beach is quite a long beach and it's surprisingly quiet actually. I thought because it was going to be a surfing place it might be more busy, but I think people will stick to Cloud 9 because it's a bit more renowned. But here now it's one of the least amount of other tourists I've seen, I think. It's very relaxing and there's just nobody else around at this part I'm in now. Yeah, so it's a really, really beautiful place. It's a little bit more difficult to get to as well compared to Cloud 9 because if you stayed in General Luna, Cloud 9 is very, very close. I mean, I walked there, so it's, you know, it's not far at all. Whereas here, Pacifico Beach, it's quite a drive away. So if you're renting a bike, it might take 30 minutes, 40 minutes maybe. So it's a bit more out the way. That could be the reason why it's not as busy. But if you are in Siargao and you're looking for a beach, it's definitely worth making a little journey because it's not quiet, it's a lot more relaxing, and you have the waves a bit further out. And in the shallow area, you can have a little bit of a walk around in the water. And like with a lot of the beaches around here and Philippines in general, they're all surrounded by the palm trees. It's such a common sight, and it just makes it even nicer. And again, it's just so nice. But yes, everyone who mentioned in the comments to come to Siargao, thank you, because it's a very, very good choice. Yeah, it's stunning. But I think when you look at Siargao, there's amazing things to do on land, just exploring the island like I am now, and also getting in the water, exploring the islands, hopping around. So there's plenty to do, so you haven't got to rush everything, you can take your time, and yeah, what a place. It's difficult to beat this, and the Philippines is one of the best in the world for it. It's just beautiful. The water is so warm. I think I'm gonna have a little sit down, a little lie down in the sun, just relax, because it's been a very busy few days, well, weeks really. So I need a bit of time to relax, rest my legs. Yeah, unreal. It was time for me to make my way back. There was one part of my Siargao land tour that I didn't do, and that was to visit the spectacular Siargao Lagoon. But this is so I have another amazing reason to return to Siargao in future. My time in Siargao is not finished, however, as I am heading on a boat and going island hopping. This journey isn't over yet. Check out some more of my videos and subscribe to the channel.